Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And no run back on this one, so the new... Begin at the 25-yard line. On play action, Allen. And his first pass is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen. Complete over the middle to Hardy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
On the return is Jones. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Open man downfield is Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They run. First carry for Damian Harris. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Allen's throw is complete. He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Hardy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
18-yard line.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play. And immediately.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. There he goes up the right sideline. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, right back to ETN. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hey, easy. Route. Silver.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Jupiter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Allen. And he's got his target, Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Finding Knox there, complete.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 119 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Pitching it out to ETN. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Hey.
2nd and 5.
30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, easy. Route.
Now Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. T. Higgins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the Bills first down.
On play action, Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 22 yards there, a first down. Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Gain of 25 yards. First down, Bills.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Allen again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Middle.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Harris will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Red on red.
46-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to the ground with Etienne. A strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Go, let's go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T. Higgins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next to score, Jaguars 28, Bills 0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Think right.
A give running right, Etienne. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
11. 13, Lou. Lou.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find Higgins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. This complete to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Hey, Lion,
Ball
Lion.
at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Silver.
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing.
And this time he is in. Travis Etienne. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
in, going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
13, Lou. Lou.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Take right open.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Oh, able to avoid him. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Bigsby once more. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men